Normal, take this. As promised, in today's video we are going to be looking at the 60-second runs. If you haven't seen the last video, I went through all of the single tricks, and some people were brave enough to try 60-second runs, which is not easy in this game, especially if you want it to be completely clean, no bails and everything. But anyway, let's go through them one by one. Start with just Jamey, who, from the sounds of it, didn't upload a full run. That was a cool, like, jam on the wall there. Whip out. I should probably say, as we're watching these, like, just props to anybody for even entering as a whole, but, you know, like, I'll try and give feedback if I can, or things I picked up on, which may be nice, or would make a better run. It's not to, like, put anybody down, it's just, yeah, like there, getting a cleaner transition would be nice. Obviously, I think Jamey didn't have time to do a full run, so he just upped what he could. But yeah, it would be nice to see more, but I think that was the extent of what he uploaded. Next is Vape Cracks, already off to a good start. Whip on the quarter, grind combo, another 360 out. There you go, slightly better over there. Over the, what do you call that, a spine? It's a bit thick for a spine, isn't it? Backflip to fakie manual to something to something to something. I can't really watch and like read out names at the same time. It makes sense in my head, but I can't say it. Pretty tech so far. Actually, I'll say one thing about a lot of the runs is people generally stuck to this part, like you can just sort of flow up and down, and there's kind of a few different options. But when you're looking at things kind of overall, the people who kind of venture or use as much of the park as possible, I kind of call that a plus. Or like people that do risky things more. Did I say? Yeah, I was a judge for this. And well, I have my own way of judging things, but yeah, like use of as much of the park as possible, being original, kind of risk as well. The riskier it is, the cooler is. Yeah, if you manage to achieve it, it's like a really cool thing. So especially people that get like a hard trick at the end, because you know they must have spent a ton of time trying to get to that point. So it's a nice way to end and kind of leave a good impact. Also, same for the first trick as well. If you start off with something that makes you go wow, then yeah, you're going to be more paying attention throughout. But overall, super smooth run, no mistakes. Yeah, nice. Next is Bulan. Okay, starting with something I don't think anybody else has done that transfer before. I haven't tried it either. It's a big wall ride. Okay, yeah, nice transfer there. The wall ride. Keeping up like a good speed. Flowing. Things that are pretty hard or things that are likely to go wrong. 540. Over to this side of the park. Maybe this is kind of where the tech stuff starts to come in. I did like judge this stuff, but I've forgotten most of it if I'm being completely honest. It was like a week ago now. A lot of people, well, I guess I kind of have the same thing, but using bar spins a lot can be a crutch. And again, yeah, I'm completely guilty of that. Oh, another original crazy thing like that as the last trick, because this is the first thing, kind of gets your attention, and then that last trick, that must have been pretty hard to get right, honestly. So yeah, I think that would help it in terms of getting noticed. Mr. How do you pronounce your name? Mr. Frijin? I don't know. First thing we got audio for as well, which is nice. It's not a must or anything, but you know. Been pretty tech from the get-go. Nice and smooth as well. front arm. Nice. Like the gold frame as well. Interesting, was that like front tie grab to hang 5? On the quarter. 540. 180 bar. Ooh. Oh. Ah, this is where like the manual mod becomes a bit of a pain. Actually, sorry, I was moving the mouse, but it was actually his mouse. A huge jump off that there. Didn't quite make the 360 at the end, but overall like a super clean run. Line Rider. Forgetting the rankings now, but I'm pretty sure this was in the top 3. From to nose to grind to a nice looking whip out. To a trademark stall, probably a foot jam, yeah. Hander, no hander down. Going with a high level of difficulty from the get-go, a 360 into a grind as well. Yeah, like the more of that stuff you can get in, the more it just kind of shoots you up to the top in terms of another interesting angle as well, going like across the middle of the park. Oof. Grind to a little nose manual and then a bar spin out at the end. Over. Making the most of that little thing there as well. Something I like to do as well. Nice. Yeah, that was one of the better ones, I would say. Yeah, like stayed pretty strong throughout. Like there wasn't so much filler, and also that tail whip looked really kind of natural looking, not like a canned animation. Yeah, just kind of like a high level of hard tricks throughout. Nice. Would that be called a decade, or is it just like a 360 downside whip? I guess essentially it's a decade, but... I like this. Nice and smooth as well. Hitting all the marks nice and clean. And a 540. Who do we have next? Quahak. Ooh. I'm not gonna try and say what all of that stuff was. But Super Tech, going straight into that as well. Nose manual on top. Definitely like a degree of smoothness. Everything flows, it's not quite, I don't know. I don't know how some people do it, they just have this way about their style which makes things flow really nice. Got caught up a little bit back there. Maybe on the landing there was a bit off as well, but... Ooh! It's like a weird angle to that as well. Kind of going a bit wild. Yeah, Super Tech, smooth throughout. What was this combo? That was a lot. Nice to put that at the start, so you'd have to like get through a ton of stuff to get to that part and then mess it up. That was another one of the strong ones, I think. Sorry, who is this? Rolex 123. Everybody likes starting there at the rail, I think. I filmed my own run as well when I started off there. From what I remember? I can't remember now. Yeah. I'm not really a fan of that grab. Like, I think it's a bit hard to make it look good because the animation's very like sudden. Not to say that you like can't use it or anything, but especially when it's just like in a very small space, it looks really jarring or something. Ooh, nice looking backflip. kind of clipped the box. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. Kind of curious to see what happened at the end there, if there was something more but you bailed. I would assume so, to be ending a run fakey. Smooth on the transition though there. Manual, maybe lost a bit of speed and momentum there. You don't necessarily have to be like constantly flowing, but it is nice if everything links together really smoothly. Oh wait, sorry, who was this? Ooh. Oh, this was nice as well. It's hard to do a backflip like that without the game freaking out against all the magnets or something. Nice. There's something about this camera angle as well, which is kind of makes things look a little bit more like cinematic or cool. Going wild on the rail rides there. Bar, 540, smooth 540. Something planned on this. Where are we going? Ooh, 180 and a 180 bar out as well. Nice. It can be hard to get like a grind up 180 and land back in a grind again. The game doesn't always want you to do it. We are sticking to this side of the park quite a bit. He has moved along now. Yeah, nice. Smooth. Just kind of generally not a lot you can say against that, to be fair. Maybe nothing like huge, like, I don't know, standout tricks. But overall, like super solid. Again, I've forgotten to look at the person's name. Web3Dimka08. Let's go back to the start. No sound from the looks of it. Little fakey bar off. Crazy looking frame as well. Whip nose. It's like a hard 180 out, I guess. Is that a hard one? Oh, I don't know. Again, sorry, I'm not a street rider. I did flatland, so I'm not going to be completely up on all the terms. I can see it and know what it is, but in terms of naming and stuff. 540, 360. It can be hard to like get that stuff. When you go up the blue part, it can throw you off, so you like land really hard at the bottom. But you kind of got a good hop on that. Slow bar spin. Grand combos. And that's it. Actually, that was a minute. For some reason I was thinking that was a bit short, but no, that's 4 minutes. Again, another clean, nice run. Maybe nothing like crazy standout wise. Again. Oh god. It's the PlayStation 1, 2 filter. So playing Dave Mirror. It is pretty cool looking though, but nice. Tech with the combos. Whip. Keep it fairly simple. This is another one where at this point I'm starting to think, okay, let's move to the other part of the park. And that's what he does. So nice. A little bit of open time. Grind. A manual combo. I notice a lot of people aren't using the manual mod, or at least from what I can tell. Just because it's a bit of a pain to use it. Mix up double peg, bar spin out. Did feel a little bit like in the middle where it kind of lost momentum a little bit. Like it wasn't so much non-stop, kind of calmed down a bit and then filtered out a little bit, maybe. But again, nice overall. Packs a million. People really like getting tech in that area. Same with that rail that a lot of people start with. Everybody's getting nice 540s as well. kind of chill vibe to this run. Camera's a little high. I wonder if this person's changed theirs as well. Ah, lost some momentum a little bit there. What's he got? Whip. Oh, the magnet's kicked in a little bit. Nice idea though. Okay. 540 out. Yeah. We've kind of had like a string of similar-ish type of runs. Not like good or bad or anything like that, but kind of similar styles of tech grinds, fairly mellow. Nobody kind of going balls to the wall or anything like that. Say that, this guy's picking up the pace a little bit. You can maybe tell though, like, if you see a few runs in a row that are sort of similar, when you get a run that's completely different, it suddenly stands out more. Like, it shouldn't really bias the results, but you do sort of see patterns, and when people follow those patterns, it's harder to kind of mark them higher, if that makes sense. Also, this guy's got like crazy tires. Where's that texture? Was that a nose bonk on the wall there? That was pretty cool. In the middle of a run as well. So that's pretty risky. Oh, he got hit by pipe being weird. I kind of want to see that, like, nose thing. Was that a... The only problem with this stuff is that because it's just a GIF, you can't slow it down or anything. Everybody really loves those two boxes as a combo. Usually like 180s, 360s, grinds, tire taps, nose taps. Kind of went over that. Here was a bit of a kind of stopping the flow. Was this a nose bump? It looks like it. I haven't seen anybody do that. I don't even know how you'd do that, to be honest. Pretty nice. All right. Oh, sorry, I should have said that person was Flake, by the way. Nice one. Dane. Oh my god. Oh, we've got a record. 4 different grinds on that one rail, and he's still going. Could be a case of overkill slightly. Oh, it's calmed down a bit though. If it's like a non-stop, like trick line type of thing, then that could be like a separate problem, but yeah. It was just a heavy start. Right on top. Whoa. That was a sudden pause. I'm not sure if that was intentional. Maybe killed the flow a bit. One thing I should say though is, typically if you're doing one of these runs, there's going to be somewhere where it doesn't go to plan. It's pretty much impossible to get a 100% perfect run that's everything exactly how you want. So you just kind of have to like take a hit somewhere and compromise a little bit. Some slightly, I wouldn't say sloppy, but like things that could be refined a bit more. But then again, when you're doing that as your first trick, you're starting out doing some pretty hard stuff. I do like anything or anybody that just involves X-ups somewhere. It's kind of an underused thing, I think. You just like X-ups quite a lot from the looks of it. Yeah, this thing was a bit crazy because it was just so sudden. And he landed kind of flat, so it killed the momentum a bit, but still an interesting idea. TIL? Till? Ooh. Kind of a lift up bar spin into a manual. Kind of forgot that that was a thing. It's kind of a nice start that got my attention. That was a smooth grind. Very kind of deliberate in his style, kind of relaxed. Makes you feel relaxed watching it as well, if that makes sense. Avoided going over that spine thing. Okay, somebody let me know. Is that a spine? Is it too thick to be a spine? What do you call it? It's sort of a transfer maybe. Whip to manual. Over. Oh. Kind of lost speed a little bit. Oh, that was his finisher? I do like that start. That was a cool little stylish thing. Alice. Already after a crazy start. If you watch the single runs, he was kind of going wild. Like, I guess if this was a real competition, this would be the person where people just start going wild from the get-go, because he's going all out straight away. Solid combos. Landing to a manual. I wonder if that was intentional. That was a pretty hard looking. Now you can kind of see, right? There's a bit of a difference here between some of the more calmer runs. There's definitely a lot more risk involved. Maybe hard to tell if it's intentional or not, but you know. Crazy grind combo, like a crooked over to. Ooh, you got that clean as well. Oh shit, yeah, I remember that. There's a finisher. That's kind of wild, and he gets the nose on top of the wall. Okay, let's watch his crazy start. He's still doing a bar spin in a grind, which is a bit wild, but okay. This was super clean. I like how that looked. Stick a little pedal in. Yeah, that was kind of a wild landing. I'm not sure if that was intentional. Worked. Wait, you did the foot jam after. You can't really like do that on the fly, I don't think so. He's very non-stop, right? Take a deep breath. What are you going to do next? 360. A lot of people doing 360s to grinds. Maybe I should try them more. That was really smooth looking because it wasn't a lock on. And then this. Yeah. Nice little smooth landing on the way out as well. Barely made it, but made it. So I would be completely fine with that. Yeah, he was strong in the single runs, in the single tricks. Strong here as well. Santik. This is another guy who really likes going big. Super smooth over that thing. I guess you can tell just because he's got a helmet on, he's going to go to like balls to the wall. Gapped from the bottom all the way to that wall. Jesus. Is that called a bike flip? What's it called? Front flip. 360. Manualed on top. Was that an intentional disaster? Somehow gets over that as well. It looked like it wasn't going to make it, but it's another one of those runs where you don't really get a sense of. He starts to hold back as the run goes along. Some people are like, okay, this is good, I don't want to mess it up. And other people are just like, I don't care, I'm going non-stop the whole 60 seconds. And if it works, yeah, it makes all the difference, right? He's got a good way of getting around those. This was a little bit heavy, but straight into the wall with a whip in as well. I didn't even notice the whip. Wild. Next is Maxim. We're not getting sound with a few of these people. I remember Maxim being super smooth. Same for the single tricks, and he keeps it up for like a full run as well, which is nice. Balancing as well. Nice long combo, but keeps it looking good throughout. It's not like, what do you, I don't know what you call it in English. I can't remember English anymore. Ooh, from the back pegs, downside whip, smooth 540. It's just something like, you don't feel stressed watching a person like this. You just know, you just kind of enjoy the flow of it. Nice combo. And a nice flare as well. Flares always been a bit of a kind of enigma in this game. I never figured them out. Caught up a little bit on the grind at the end, but super smooth throughout. Next up, we have OK. people really like the overgrinds on that thing. I guess, yeah, because it's so long, you kind of want to add some difficulty to it. I think I did overgrinds in my run as well. Because just doing like stuff on one side feels a bit simple, right? You kind of want to make it more complex. Crank arms tend to look good in that case, like over to a crank arm or something. Not many other people did that transfer. In fact, nobody did. Somebody did it from the opposite direction, but I'm so really curious about these gloves. Tennis balls in the spokes. This guy's another one that's pretty smooth overall. Kind of ended a bit abruptly. 54 seconds. I wonder if there was like a last trick that you wanted to do, but you couldn't get it. But kind of like didn't want to do it anymore. That's another thing I've seen, which I don't really understand how it works. It's never really happened to me. Like that weird 540 nose, well, I guess a bit more. It'd be like 720 weird G-turn, but you keep all your momentum type of thing. Mouse cursor is there. Crank arm 180 out, nice and smooth. Turning up the speed. Nice. What was that, 270? To a stall on top. Getting the hang 5 whiplash. Table. Turn down. There you go. There's the over to crank arm that everybody loves to do. It just looks good, doesn't it? Obviously, nobody saw each other's runs, but everybody has kind of the same idea, I think. Nice 360 at the end as well. Yeah, that thing is weird. Like, if you're watching this video, like, how did you do that? Can you do it consistently, or is it just like a lucky thing? Nice one, Mark. And the last one is, I have no idea how to spell this, but it's got a bunch of kanji in it as well. Igor? Something Gore? Well, here it's reported GFB, so okay. Report? No. Anyway, let's watch the run. 540s are popular as well. Everybody's done like a good job with 540s. They didn't like not quite get around or anything. They're all nice and smooth. That was smooth as well. Nice looking downside whip. Nice little late bar spin. Another bar spin. Whip. Those whips look smooth. 540. Table. Kind of a simple is best approach, I think. Quite a lot of bars. Oh, we lost it a bit. Back to the whips. Yeah, kind of a lot of whips and bars, maybe. I got hung up there as well. Smooth. Right there, looks very natural. Yeah, overall very smooth looking. Maybe a little simple, but that just may be his style. Like, I don't know, you can't really say much to that. Like, smoother than I am, I think. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. So, congrats to everybody who just took part and like made a 60 second run. Like, it's not easy. This game's a nightmare and it always wants to try and screw you up, so just getting through a run and is a challenge. And congrats to the winners as well. And that kind of sums up the whole simple session contest. Next up, I've been filming a few single tricks. I did like a bunch, not just 3, of just stuff which I haven't seen anybody else do, which I thought would be interesting to show off. And also did my own 60-second run. I managed to hit like a pretty good run without trying too hard. I didn't want to spend forever trying to do it, but I kind of got something that worked out nice, so yeah, I look forward to showing that to everybody. I'll probably get that up this week as well. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, all the other stuff. Watch the single trick video if you haven't. Subscribe, see my stuff when it comes out. And yeah, thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.